Hi everyone, this is Jeremic85, and today I'll try to eliminate a speaker noise that comes over the front speakers of my stereo system whenever I have the engine on. The noise that I'm talking about is a sort of like a whistling noise that changes with the RPM of the car. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the door panel. There's two Phillips screws right in the inside of this door handle that you have to take out first. And then I'll be using this clip tool removal pliers to take off the door panel, because I want to reuse all the clips and I don't want to damage anything. First thing we gotta do is take off the Phillips screws that are inside the door handle. You can take out this door handle by pushing the edge towards the door, and then you can easily take it out like that. And also there should be a Phillips screw up here just behind the mirror. Now we have clips all the way around here on the bottom, on this side, and behind here too, like a few, I don't know, like 3. So these are the ones that are a little tricky. You can pull it out a little bit, then you can see where the clips are. Then you put your pliers there, and you pull them out like that. And then you go all the way around. Now this is the back side of the power window switch and the door locking switch. I recommend that you take off these connectors, or what I usually do is press the spring clip in the front, and then you're able to slide the connector through its hole. That way you don't have to disconnect those connectors that are in the back, because they sometimes break off pretty easy. You can just keep it like that. Now the door panel is all off, and I can just put it away. So I have the door panel off. I'm just going to show you what I did to eliminate the annoying noise that's in my front speakers when I drive the car. The weird thing about this noise is that it changes when I accelerate the car. The more I step on the gas, the louder it is. So first thing we're going to do is take out this speaker here with the 4 Phillips screws. So this is basically what it looks like from the inside. There's 4 cables going in there, black and green. Those 2 ones in the middle, they come from the radio. Black is negative and green is positive. Red actually is power cable, and gray is negative cable from the car, so that the amplifier that sits on the speaker actually gets power. Well, this thing here is 17 years old, so I think that this small amplifier here has gone bad, and that's what's causing the annoying noises that are coming from the speakers when I listen to the radio while I'm driving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the green and the black wire right to the speaker terminal on the bottom here. So we're actually going to cut out this old amplifier and just going to use the speaker. Since my radio has 50 watts for each channel. I don't need the additional amplifier in here anyways, but I don't know how it is if you have the original radio that works with this Infinity system. I don't know about that, but what I'm doing here works for aftermarket radios, normal car radios that you can put in that have an amplifier built in. Usually every radio has that. So using the soldering gun, I'm disconnecting the wires from the actual speaker terminal down here, so later that I'll be able to put the other cables on. Trying to remove the old soldered stuff a little bit. So I'm going to cut off all 4 wires up here. There we go. Turn the speaker around. With the speaker turned around, I'm using one of the screws to hold the speaker up like that so that I can easily connect the wires. The 2 gray wires that were sitting on there before, one of them is gray and one of them is gray with a black stripe on it. The one with the black stripe is the negative usually, so I'm going to put the black wire from the radio on the one that had the stripe on it, which is the right one in this case. So take off some of the insulation like that on the green and the black one. There we go. Twisting it a little bit. Putting some of that stuff on there. Just putting one screw in for now to hold it. I'm going to turn on the radio now to check if there's actually sound coming out of there. I keep my nose to the grind, but don't give it. And it's working great. I've done this procedure on both sides now, and when I was done on the driver's side, I turned on the radio and I tried to find out if there's a difference between the speaker with the old amplifier and without it, and I couldn't find any difference. To me it seemed like it was the same volume with and without the amplifier, so I'm going without the old amplifiers of this Infinity stereo system. And I didn't do anything to these tweeters here, they still work the same way. Now before I'm putting this door panel back on the car, I'll make sure that all the clips are put back into place. Sometimes they fall out when you take it off. I leave the connectors and everything on the door lock switch. I just pull it through the hole where it's supposed to go in, just like that. That way you don't have to disconnect it, because when you disconnect these old connectors, sometimes the clips break off and then you got a little problem there. So after that, I'm sliding the panel through this hole here for the door opener, and then I take care of this knot up here, and that's it. We still need to press it on with the clips, so we're going to do that by hand. Just make sure it sits right, just like that. And I'm going to start on one side, making sure the clip's facing the holes, and I just press on it. Now we can put the switch back in, followed by the handle, and put that back into place. don't forget the one screw that's coming up here. That's it. Door panel's back on. I hope this video helps you out. If so, please press like. Feel free to comment or subscribe to my channel if you like to. This is Jeremic85 signing out.